So I have social anxiety, and that affects me in a lot of different ways. I tend to not want to talk to people because I'm nervous about what they're going to ask, what they're going to talk about, and how much time I have to respond, and if I actually know what I'm going to say, and if I know anything about the topic we're talking about, and all these different things. And it gets really, really overwhelming and has kind of ruined my life. So this is another week of talking for a minute straight about a random topic, trying not to use filler words, trying not to hesitate as much to try and get past all of my anxiety. So I decided I'm going to use another website because I didn't like the other one as much. This one is called conversationstarters.com, which I think is better because these should be more applicable to like real life questions that maybe would come up. So let's randomize together. So the question is, are you a pessimist or an optimist? I am going to start a timer. I'm not going to put any cuts on this next clip. So I definitely tend to be a pessimist, which is not something that I'm proud of by any means. I would absolutely love to be an optimist. That is the goal. That is something I have been actively working on. I just feel like with kind of my mental health and the things that I have been through, I tend to look at life in a more negative way and expect the worst out of things and out of people. It also kind of reflects my view on myself and what I think that I deserve and what I feel like is going to happen to me because I do have a lot of insecurities. I don't think that someone like me can really get a lot of like good things in life. And I always tend to think that like everything bad is going to happen to me ever. So yeah, I tend to be more pessimistic, and like I said, it's not something I'm proud of. It's something I definitely want to work on, but that's the reality. And just like that, the timer's up. Okay. Like I honestly hate doing these because once I do talk for a minute, I'm like, "Whoa. It wasn't really that bad." And if I would have just like slowed down a little bit, then I probably wouldn't have been as nervous and I would realize that a minute passes a lot faster than you think. But it's like every time I talk, I'm so aware of the fact that I am talking and that I'm being perceived. And even in these videos, like I'm so aware that I'm not gonna cut. These last 2 times I've filmed for this, I've been really hyper aware of that. Just like everyone's gonna see every time I pause, every time I think through something, every time I stutter or I mess up a word, and it just makes it so stressful, which is exactly what I need. I need to go through the anxiety to get over it, but I hate it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again next week.